All right, Shalom. Before I continue with this lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother lawyer, and I teach you great millstone national camp. Come back with a quick lesson. Salakia. And this lesson will be entitled, "In 1 hour she shall be destroyed," referring to Revelation 18. Let me pull it up. Going into Babylon the Great, which is America, is only going to take the Lord 1 hour to destroy this place. So let me get that real quick. And hold on, Slaki. Yep, Revelation 18. And this is article because I was doing some research on something, and I came across this article from, what's it say? ICANN, I think it's ICANN. Yeah, ICANNW.org from September 18, 2019. And it says, new study on U.S.-Russia nuclear war, 91.5 million casualties in first few hours. Well, the scriptures talk about how it's only gonna take 1 hour for this place to be destroyed. So it ain't, see, because they think that they're going to continue. Let me get that. They think they're going to continue, in ruling. Damn, I got the wrong. That's not what I wanted. So this is Psalm 49:11, and I want to get a different version. So let me get the NLT. Let me see what the NLT say, because this nuclear war will happen. It will happen. It says, the grave is their eternal home, where they will stay forever. Nah, that's not. Nah, I don't want that version. Let's get the. Trying to find a different version. Oh, let's get the GNT. Good News Translation. No, it keeps talking about the grave. Anyway, let's get the King James Version. I don't want to make this too long, because it's the wordplay. I don't like the wordplay. All right, it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. And I don't know where it gets the grave from, but it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And so they think they're going to continue to be in power, to rule. And that's not so. Talking about some new study on Russia, U.S.-Russia nuclear war, 91.5 million casualties in first few hours, which it is going to be a great slaughter, but it's not no coming back from that. It's not no coming back from when the Lord takes you down. It ain't no coming back for really none of these nations, because after that, we gonna rule. So this is Isaiah, and it is gonna be a great slaughter. It's gonna be millions. It's gonna be more than 91.5 million people to be, taken out. I mean, here in America, you got what, 300 and some million people. All of America, it ain't gonna be nobody left here in America. Other parts of Russia gonna be hit. Europe is gonna be hit. So Isaiah 30:25 says, "And there shall be upon every high mountain and upon every high hill rivers and streams of water, or waters in the day of the great slaughter, when the towers shall fall." Now, it says, and there shall be upon every high mountain, high mountains, hills represents governments, you know, and upon every high hill also represents government. It says rivers and streams of waters in the day of the great slaughter. Rivers and streams of waters represent this truth. Like how the Lord said, was it John 7? Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, meaning, wisdom. This wisdom and knowledge of understanding. This truth, us being the Hebrew Israelites and the doctrine that comes with it. Right? So the Lord's word is going to be magnified in the day of the great slaughter when the towers shall fall. And the word for towers used to go into Megadol, which means a strong and powerful man. So when this strong and powerful man falls, the word of the Lord will be magnified. It will be magnified, and it's going everybody's going to know that this is the truth that we speaking. All right. So let me go back to let me see. All right, let's go to Revelation 18 and 17. It says, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off. And it's gonna say, crying with a loud voice, saying, alas, alas, for that great city, because this represents the ones that do business, the shipmasters, the merchants, trading. These other countries are going to see the destruction of Babylon the Great, and it says it's only going to take the Lord 1 hour, for in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. Why? Via the missiles. All right. ICBMs will be shot. And let me get that Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50. It says, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, these different idols. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. Now, this did happen unto ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon fell. But right here in verse 3, when you keep reading on down, is going into basically New Babylon, Mystery Babylon, America, because we are in the land of the north. It says, for out of the north, that's talking about something else. For out of the land of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. And now this is talking about Russia, Salaki, but we are in the land of the north, or really in the west, but it's northward, because we dwell. Let me see. Let me prove that, because we're going to be delivered from the land of the north. This north right here in Jeremiah is talking about, Russia. And that's why we're gonna have to be delivered, because of the destruction. So this is Jeremiah 16 and 14. I'm gonna start at 14. And it says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. And so we're gonna be delivered from the land of the north, because this place is slated to be destroyed, which is Babylon the Great, America. Now, when Jeremiah 50 goes into Russia, for out of the north There cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell there. So this place is going to be, like how it says in Revelation 18, desert creatures going to live here. You know, you're not going to be able to tell which city or that was Florida. It's going to be totally, obliterated. It's going to be a big desert. It says, and none shall dwell therein. They shall depart, both man and beast. Let's see. Ooh, verse 9. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So it says the arrows shall be as a mighty expert going into the missiles. That's how the prophets referred to as, or that's how they referred to missiles as, like into an archer, or arrow. I think I already no. Is that it? Yeah. So Jeremiah, I could have read. Yeah, I'm gonna read on down. So Jeremiah, let's start at Jeremiah 15:13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. And so in 1 hour, this place is going to be taken down. And they're going to come from all over the world. Bear with me. 2nd Ezra 16 and then we'll start at 12. Yeah, it says the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. And just like how I said in Jeremiah, they're not going to return in vain. How does it say it? Salaki. Damn. Not exactly. Jeremiah 50 and where is it at? Yeah, it says, from thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And so with an expert marksman or archer, he's going to hit the target no matter if, the horse that he riding on is causing him to bounce. He's a mighty expert, so you're going to hit his target. So these missiles, they're not going to break their ranks. They're not going to hit each other. They're going to hit their target, which is America. And these other nations are pissed. It says, and shall not, 2nd Ezra 16:13, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward. Even so the plagues, even so the plagues that are sent. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. And Ezra said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because he know that he'll be back in this time. you know, and most likely he's here somewhere in America, Babylon. So it's going to be a great slaughter, and ain't no surviving this. We done read multiple scriptures how this land is going to be desolate, and you can't escape the judgment. And so Amos 5, I'm going to end it off with Amos 5. Let me close some of these tabs. All right, so Amos 5. The only ones that are going to escape is the elect and the 1/3. All right, Amos 5 and I'm going to get 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And that's for you that think that the Lord's going to come back with, happiness, flowers. Everybody's going to be saved. You can just keep sinning. No, it's not going to happen. It said, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. So you got to picture this in your head. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So no matter where you went, you ran from a lion, the damn bear came after you, right? You was able to get away from the bear, went in the house, oh shit, okay, I'm finally inside. The bears and lions, they can't come in here. But guess what? A snake can. And that snake end up biting your ass when you lean your hand up against the wall. That's how it is when judgment is upon you. You can't get away from it. And especially the very last judgment, which I don't even want to say that, but basically when the missiles hit, all right? It says, verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it. And so it's going to be a dark and gloomy day, and only the elect are going to be saved. So with that, I hope and pray that this was an edifying lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakudash. Shalom.